than 250,000 people are living with Alzheimer's here in Illinois. Many more are impacted by caring for loved ones.
Perla Castro is the interim executive director of La Care, an organization dedicated to the advocacy, research, and education of Alzheimer's disease. She's also a former caregiver for her own mother. Thank you for being with us. First of all, every story is personal, and I wonder if you would share just a little bit about your own experience and how that drew you to your work helping others now.
Yes, thank you for having us. My mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at a very, very young age. She was in her early 50s. And that really marks you, right? And that's why we're committed to help other families. It caught us by surprise. We really didn't know what we were dealing with. It started with headaches, the stress, the depression, you name it. She was so young to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's. We care for mom at home for 20-some years, and we're committed to fight Alzheimer's and work with those institutions that are doing what they can to not only find a cure, but also support those living with Alzheimer's right now.
Yeah, and it's so tough for both the person who's been diagnosed and the family that supports them, right? We hear a lot about potential breakthroughs in treatments for Alzheimer's, but talk to us about what's realistic out there for somebody maybe who has just been diagnosed.
So there's still a lot of work to do. There's still not a cure. There's still treatments to help maybe ease some of the symptoms, but I'll ask a doctor to talk more about them. But there's still a lot more to do, a lot more research to do. We also advocate for more research within minorities and participation also, because there's not enough research and not enough people of color participating and research.
Yeah, and some of the questions we're asking you right now are the types of things that you're going to be discussing at a conference next week in Chicago. What can people learn if they attend, and who do you hope to reach?
We hope to reach anyone that has been touched by Alzheimer's, or those that are curious about what this is and want to get more information. Anywhere from a caregiver, a friend, or somebody that might be having memory loss themselves. We will be talking about some of the symptoms, some of the research for sure. Some doctors and researchers will be there with us. And we will also be talking about community. A lot of people that are dealing with Alzheimer's isolate themselves, and that doesn't help at all. So we need to find community. We need to find ways to also live our best lives and minimize the risk of Alzheimer's. And this is some of the information that we'll be talking about next week on Wednesday, 14th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is at the National Educating America Tour from the Alzheimer's Foundation of America.
That's so important. Connection is so important. I have a friend who lost both her parents to Alzheimer's, and I know she loves to have people around her who can relate and she can connect to.
Exactly. There's still a lot of a stigma, unfortunately, and we need to talk about this. We really need to be there for each other.
Okay. Thank you. The Alzheimer's Foundation of America will host that free Alzheimer's and Caregiving Educational Conference in Chicago on Wednesday, May 14th from 10 to 1 p.m. at the Palmer House Hilton. Thank you so much to Perla Castro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.